Come, sit a while. You've been carrying so much. Thoughts, opinions, questions, answers. But sometimes what we need most is space. Space to breathe. Space to hear what the world is really saying. Space to let go. Let me tell you a story. Long ago, in a quiet village wrapped in mist, a scholar came to visit the sage. He had studied many books, debated many minds, and climbed many steps, both real and imagined. He came seeking enlightenment, expecting great teachings, answers, truths. He bowed and said, "Master, I've come to learn what you know." The sage nodded and said nothing. Instead, he offered the man a cup of tea. The sage poured slowly, then more and more. The tea reached the brim and kept pouring. It spilled over the edge, onto the table, then onto the floor. Startled, the scholar exclaimed, "Master, the cup is full. No more can go in." The sage looked at him and smiled. "And so are you." The scholar fell silent. In that single moment, he learned what books had never taught him. You cannot fill a cup that is already full. You cannot receive wisdom when your mind is crowded with ego, with pride, with the illusion that you already know. We walk through life clinging to ideas, what we believe we must be, must do, must have. We grip tightly to past hurts, worn-out dreams, other people's voices, and our own unexamined thoughts. But what if wisdom isn't something we acquire? What if it's what's left when we release everything that isn't real? The sage once told me, emptying your cup doesn't mean knowing nothing. It means knowing there's always more to learn. Humility opens the door. Curiosity keeps it open. In the silence of the mountains, I learned this truth again and again. The more I let go of needing to prove, to impress, to control, the more peaceful life became. Clarity doesn't come from adding more. It comes from making space. So, what are you carrying right now? A story that no longer fits? A belief that keeps you small? A need to be right, even when your heart longs to be free? Try emptying your cup, just a little. Be still. Listen, not to reply, but to understand. Let go, not to lose, but to open. Because only an empty bowl can be filled, only a quiet mind can hear. Tomorrow, when the day begins, before the rush, before the noise, take a breath. Set one thing down and ask yourself, what truth might flow into me if I make room for it? And if ever the world feels too loud, too full again, just return here. The tea is warm, the path is gentle, and the journal is always open.